Zeus seized the heavens and exiled the Titans, seeking to imprison them for all eternity. The lands were cleansed and mortals flourished. But arrogance precedes many a fall, and even a god's prison may be breached.
Oh yeah. What's that dude gonna do? Someone, oh, help me, Lord. I'm sorry. Get her, dude. That dude must be the hero of the age right there, dude.
Your gods will not save you.
Now that seemed pretty intense, didn't it, friends? And we're back to Cult Classic Neo. I'm your host, Michael T. Shamborn III. As you can see, we are playing Titan Quest, the Anniversary Edition. Yes, the Anniversary Edition. This is a game that I've actually been looking forward to playing for quite some time. I believe with almost certain accuracy say, I've been looking forward to playing this game since it came out. So I need to give you some background here. So we're going to create the character. We're just going to hang out here a little bit. We're going to name this guy Mike Shamborn, because that's, you know, how I get down. I'm a dude, apparently. My tunic, I'm going to go red this time. I think I went white last time. I'm going to go red this time. The character creation is not really all that detailed here, at least at the beginning, which is actually pretty cool. So let's go ahead and, that's the other mic I made. Let's stick with the red mic. We're going to get it going. Can't remember if this starts off with a cutscene or not. Yes, it does.
One day, the sun will dim and spread a shadow over the earth.
A word?
Temples, which have stood forever, will be destroyed. The heavens will vanish, and the gods will fall upon the earth. One day the weak will have power over the strong. The poets will stop singing and instead take up the sword. It is in these darkest times that the strongest of heroes are born.
Pretty dope. So you're going to find, as we play through this game, the lore. You know, I've played a number of games of this ilk. Everything from Diablo to Torchlight to Drakensang Online, which I may play here on the channel. I haven't 100% decided yet, but you're going to find that the lore here is quite a bit better, or quite a bit stronger, we'll say, than some of those other games. And a lot of that has to do with who made this game, who's doing the writing, which we'll get into probably in another episode.
If you've come looking for rest and peace, you won't find it here in Elos. Our village has recently been beset by satyrs and other vile beasts. The help of your fighting arm would be greatly appreciated. Our farmers cannot get to their fields and our supplies are running low. Please, go down the road toward the village and help where you can.
So I found myself in playing games like this. I'm usually turned off by a lot of that type of chit chat because it's long and it's drawn out, but it's so well written here and so well acted. Like I said, we'll go into more of the details of who the writers are, who actually created this game, because they're actually pretty famous in the gaming world for how old this game is. And I'm really surprised. Let me just take a look around here so I can show you guys. Keep in mind, the original version of this game dropped back in 2006. And that's important for this channel because 2005 actually marked a huge turning point in my gaming career, which I'm going to get into here in a second. It's really one of the reasons why I wanted to play Titan Quest. Just so you know, I've not ever finished this game before. I've played it for maybe about an hour in the past. And it's significant that we're playing it on the channel here. We'll get into it in a second. Let's let this guy talk first.
You must have been sent by the gods. Please, In the field here, they're going to kill my horse.
Nah, don't kill his horse. Let's go save his horse, and then we'll have that conversation. Go ahead and hit the shift key so I can stay put. Guys are probably going to hear a lot of click-clackery on the microphones, just kind of the way it is. Don't have a noise gate strong enough to where I can isolate that particular noise very well. But anyway, so the significance here, let's go turn in this quest, and then we'll have a little chit chat.
You saved my horse.
Gio,
Thank you.
you are welcome.
But I'm not the only one in trouble. Down the road there, that's my village, Helos. We've got monsters at the gates, in the fields. They're everywhere.
Oh no! All right, so before we go to Helos, let's have a little chit chat here. I'm gonna kind of just mill around while you and I talk. But I've been wanting to play Titan Quest probably as far back as 2007, which is actually the year after it came out. And that's significant because 2 years prior, I had just played Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and now some of you that have been around me maybe for a little while, you hear me criticize, especially in my Witcher 3 show, where it may seem that I'm criticizing the Elder Scrolls, and it's not so much that I'm criticizing as much as it's, I just think other games, other developers have taken that formula and just improved upon it in ways that are more enjoyable than Elder Scrolls is now, that I've played those games. But for me to completely just disregard this series would be to disregard my experience playing games, and kind of give you a little background as to why. Well, if you go back to, let's say, 1996, that's really the first era of video gaming where I kind of decided to sit it out. I was like, I think I'm good. Not really feeling Nintendo 64 at all.
They say when you touch the water, your soul drinks from it. Should you suffer the dark fate in battle, your body will return to the fountain and you may live to fight again.
Again. Sweet. Also like the fact that their jibber jabber is somewhat succinct, so they don't chattel on all day long, at least in other ones I've run into.
Inspire me to speak of the mightiest hero ever known, son of Zeus, a god, and of a mortal woman, the man named Heracles. Hated by the goddess Hera and beloved of Zeus, mighty-handed Heracles battled monsters great and fierce.
As soon as I say they don't
The
chattel
Nemean
on,
lion he
this
slew,
dude starts
and the
chattering.
Hydra, many-headed, the Erymanthian boar, and thunderous giants. 12 tasks of legend did he perform. Heracles rose above the realm of mortals. Once, it is told he took the place of Atlas, who holds the world aloft. Heracles. Yes, Heracles bore the world itself upon his shoulders. And now, where is a hero half as great as he?
Right here, baby. Mike Shamborn, the third, by the way. So, Elder Scrolls, that's what we were talking about. Why is that significant? Well, like I said, 1996 rolls around.
Stranger, I'm Diomedes.
Gotta let these
leader
people
of the
talk.
Small village. Do you mean to say that you fought your way here? If that's true, then please, I beg of you, we need your help. Monsters led by a powerful satyr shaman appeared a few days ago and have driven us from our farms. We can hardly defend the village gates and have no one who can stop them from destroying our crops. Our farmland lies on the other side of the river, just over this bridge. The shaman was last seen beyond the farms at the edge of the Helos woods. Please, rid us of this terrible sorcerer. We will pay you what we can.
You needn't pay me, Diomedes, I think was your name, right? Anyway, let's take a brief pause right here game-wise, just so I can walk you guys through why this is important. So, 1996 rolls around. I'll try to keep this brief. Nintendo 64 comes out and basically drops a bunch of games I couldn't care less about. Mario 64 was okay. It was pretty good. At the time, I really enjoyed it, but over time, it got old. Zelda Ocarina of Time, the first time I played it, I was like, all right, this is okay, but it really was taking Zelda in a direction I didn't really like, which was 3D games that don't have a jump button and awkward controls, which Nintendo still maintains to this day. Not hating on them, just saying. But so I basically went through several years of just on again, off again with video games to where I was at the point where I was like, you know what, I'm not really enjoying myself all that much anymore. I think I'm just going to leave video games alone. You know, I tried the Dreamcast out, really enjoyed what I experienced with Shenmue, even though I'd argue, and I have argued many times, that Shenmue's not so much a great game as it is an experience. You know, similar to what you'll find in a Mass Effect series. Okay, what's the shortcut key? Oh, okay, it's just trying to teach me how to do the transportation here. Let's go ahead and shank this dude. Got to stay away from the ones that have the fire and the arrows. Let's go ahead and get the arrow guy first, because I can take him out quickly, and then fire dude. There we go. So anyway, just all these years. So you fast forward to 2000. PlayStation 2's out. I try it. I try Final Fantasy X. I don't care. I never liked Grand Theft Auto 3. I always thought Sony games were awkward too in terms of their control schemes. Like, we were just really learning 3D gaming. It wasn't really where it's kind of like the way I see it, which is an interesting comparison. 3D gaming in the early 2000s to me is as virtual reality is to me now, where the novelty of it seems engaging and cool. I'm trying to get away. These dudes are gonna give chase. Let's see if we can lead them back to town and get some help, because I don't know that I have enough health to take on all of them. Come on, guys, come on, keep it coming, gentlemen. Have I got a show for you? Get out there, guys. Oh, you cowards. This is where I need a bow and arrow badly. Yeah, come get some. I can fight one at a time. So anyway, get him before he flames you up. I just went through all of these years where 3D gaming was still kind of in its infancy, and it was awkward, and I wasn't really enjoying it. I didn't want to keep doing it. Is that the old health there? Yeah, it is. Let's go pick up those health containers if I can without getting chased home. Now, if I stand still, I'm trying to remember, what is the button that picks up this stuff? I got to remember that. Let's go to the key bindings real quick. I can't even remember what button picks up stuff. Key binding. Anyway, this will be helpful for you all when you play the game, because some of the controls are not necessarily immediately intuitive. It's not the end of the world. I actually greatly enjoy it regardless. Let's see. That's drop item. I'd like to pick an item up if I may. That makes sense. Switch weapons, show items. Let's see. Quick pickup is A. That'll do. Let's pick them up. Now let's use one so we don't have to die. Did I not just hit the potion button? Could have sworn I did. Anyway. Go ahead and do it that way. So that's how I felt about the PlayStation era. Like, PlayStation 1 and 2 just weren't really my cup of tea. There's a handful of games there that I greatly enjoyed. Trying to think what comes to mind. On PlayStation 1 would be like the Star Ocean Second Story was a great game. Xenogears was a great story. I didn't really like it so much as a game. I did like the combat system when I actually got to do combat, which was rare because the game is, very much just about the story. Now, granted, I understand all of you super fans of the game are going to say, well, it's because they didn't invest the money to finish the game. And I get that, and I respect that. But at the end of the day, I still want the game to be ultimately engaging and fun. And for me, it was just okay. I never finished it, by the way. Probably still need to do that at some point. But anyway, I'm saying all that to say I spent all of these years from Nintendo 64 to the PlayStation 1 to the PlayStation 2. Matter of fact, before I got PlayStation 2, I had a Dreamcast, which, I had Shenmue, I had Power Stone, which I greatly enjoyed. I had Marvel vs. Capcom, which was a great game. So, the Dreamcast had quite a few games, but at the end of the day, it still wasn't my childhood memories of playing Secret of Mana or playing the original Metal Gear on Super Nintendo, not the PlayStation version. Okay, the display names. Whoa, easy. Oh, that's him. All right, we'll come back. We got to divide and conquer here because I'm still not. Oh, no, he is giving chase, isn't he? Wow, he really wants to get it in. Now, is he still going to give chase? Yes, he is. No, his boys are, though. I can handle his boys. It's him I don't want to fight with 3 other guys around. So, anyway, you go through all that, and I basically had just quit gaming. I was like, I'm good. At this point in my life, the 360 rolls around. I'm an adult. And it's cool. You know, I had friends that were like, you need to get a 360. And I was like, no, I'm cool. And then I heard about this game called Elder Scrolls Oblivion. And I had played Morrowind before. I thought it was kind of novel and cool, but never really got too deep into it. Nice. Got a regeneration shrine, which I hope means if I die here, this is where I come back so I can just keep fighting. Hoping that's what's getting ready to go down. So I decided, well, I got friends, like my best friend wanted me to get an Xbox 360. He had talked me into an Xbox, which I was still salty about because the only game I enjoyed on that was Halo 2, which was surprisingly good considering I'm not much of a big first-person shooter fan. But anyway, I decided, let me take a chance on Elder Scrolls. Like, I was at Best Buy one night. I was with my wife, and, you know, the Xbox had been out, I think, for a year or more at that point. And I was like, let me just take a chance. Let's get an Xbox 360. Let's try out this Oblivion thing. See what it's like. Oh, he can shoot over rocks. This dude is a beast. There's the button I'm looking for. No, don't get stuck. We got to take this dude out. Anyway, the long story short, I pop Elder Scrolls in Oblivion and it's all over. Like, I am a full-fledged gamer again. I'm having a ball. I can't put into words how much I'm enjoying the game, enjoying the experience, enjoying being lost in this vast open world that's just so alive. You know, the days of Shenmue came back, but with good gameplay. You know, good for the time. I think there's a lot of games that do it better now, besides itself. But the bottom line is that game got me back into gaming. And from there, I wanted to play more of these open world RPGs, these European and, you know, Western-based RPGs, which weren't really the things of the time. RPGs in my life had pretty much been Japanese experiences until then. And I just was like, yo, if this is what games offer, then I am in for a great ride going forward. And interestingly enough, what did I just click on? Select Mastery. I think Warfare. Dealing out physical damage, but pays little heed to defense. With higher mastery levels, the warrior can learn to deal damage to several adversaries at once. Yeah, that sounds like my thing. Let's see, what is the rogue talking about? No, I don't need that. Nature. Lightning and cold damage. I think I'm gonna. This is tough, man. Drawing power from the dream world, the seer uses sheer force of will to dominate the battlefield, the arcane workings of the psyche, time, and reality itself. Huh. Why not? That sounds really cool. Oh, is this where you pick your class, I'm guessing? Why not? Let's try something different. I'm usually a warrior. Let's do something a little different this time around. Yeah. 3 unused skill points. Requires 32 additional skill points. Okay. There we go. Now I've got access to the level 1. Sands of Sleep puts enemies to sleep, rendering them psionic energies focused within your weapons will create bone-shattering resonance. Yeah. That sounds dope. Let's go with that. And I think I need 4 to get up to that next level. Okay, cool. Can I undo? Okay, yeah, undo mastery selection. Let's take a look at a couple of these. Anyway, let me go ahead and, because I'd like to get into this in the next episode. We can go more into detail about it. We'll go through all these menus and figure out which one we want to pick. But the bottom line is, Elder Scrolls got me back into gaming. Then I played games like Two Worlds. Then I played games like Divinity 2. Then I played games, because I didn't have a PC that could run that stuff back in the day, back in the early 2000s. So Elder Scrolls was like the gateway drug to these awesome open world RPGs. Titan Quest comes out in 2006. A year later, I don't have a PC that can run it. Now I do. Anniversary Edition drops. It's a no-brainer. That's why we're playing this. So, friends, thank you so much for watching this particular episode of Cult Classic Neo. Really hoping that Titan Quest is going to live up to my expectations. It's been about 10 years in the waiting for me to get into this. But like I said, here at Cult Classic Neo, the whole focus is positive environment. We can have intellectual and enjoyable discussion about the games we love or maybe even the games we hate. That's what we do here. If you're on board with that, go ahead and subscribe so that we can keep making great content. You can keep coming out and commenting and hanging out with us when we make it. And until next time, friends, it's been a blessing. I hope you've been blessed by it. See you next time.